I know this much is true. Or, these are these 6 men going for the 100 metres gold in the final of the Olympics. Ding 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 ding. Yeah. That's the sort of thing that I remember from Spandau Ballet. And I like Spandau Ballet in their pomp. I think that through the barricades we made our love on wasteland was a bit of a reach, to be honest. And I like the early stuff as well. I don't need this pressure on. All of that. I think that Tony Hadley is a supreme singer. But really the band was certainly after they broke up, really, or... yeah, they did break up, didn't they? Well, he left, didn't he, Tony Hadley, or departed. And they had a new singer, didn't they? And then I've not heard anything. I read reports that they were going to come back with a new singer, and then they didn't, did they? Or did they? I could go and check it out, but I can't be bothered. So, it's been about the brothers, hasn't it? The Kemp brothers. Martin, who, of course, got a bit of acting going on, didn't he? And did EastEnders, and they were both in, and he's on Celebrity Gogglebox, isn't he? And with his son, and I think that, and Shirley sometimes, and I think, but not Pepsi, and I think that they were both rather good in the craze. Now, I remember, as the craze was being made, lots of reports saying Kemps can't really act, they can't really act, despite being actors when they were younger, can't really act. And I guess, looking at the film, there were certain performances from established actors that I thought were a little overdone to compensate for that. Both Kemps were great, Tom Bell was great, Stephen Burkoff was also in the film, and Craze, yeah, not ideal. Anyway, it's a lot of work with his coat, isn't he? Anyway, I thought that Martin Kemp played very well, but I thought Gary was a really, almost a revelation. So quiet and still and frightening. And of course, he wrote a lot of the songs for Spandau Ballet, was heavily involved in it. And I think that this solo album he's got out. So anyway, now there's a solo album, and it's called This Destination. And some people have said, well, it's about lots of, sort of, we all carry a burden, don't we, and all of that. I didn't pick up on any of that, but then I wasn't listening to the lyrics. I was listening to the way it sounded, and it's got a really easy to like feel to it. Sometimes I think it's Bruce Springsteen getting older, because Americana is not just that kind of, oh, look, it's all indie, and I've got a funny whiskey tash, and that's what I do, and I've got a funny knitted hat on, and that, it's all Americana, folks, and yeah, and and all that kind of stuff. Not that sort of thing. Americana can be other more stringent and stronger stuff, like Bruce Springsteen. Some of the stuff here is a bit like that. When it's not like that, I like it better, because it is a bit sort of 1980s bedroom soul, like Borrowed Town, which has got a smoky sax and a soul sweet and easy feel, sweet and easy. There's a little salsa smoothness in the title track, and then Dancing in Bed is a kind of, it doesn't go anywhere. It's not going to frighten anybody. It's a grown-up pop and rock feel, really. It is likeable. That's about all you can say. But I don't half like Johnny's Coming Home, because he's got a very seasoned vocal feel, Gary Kemp, and that goes really well with the kind of easy Americana and a sort of yacht rock almost feel. It's almost as if he's saying, look, I've lived a life. That's maybe what people are talking about. I like this. I like the scatting. Oh, the scatting. It's not Al Jarreau, don't worry about that, but it's got a sweet 80s style soul feel at the Chateau with Al Jarreau. No, not with Al Jarreau, but that sort of thing. And then Giving It Up is that kind of Springsteen Americana, saxophones hanging around. He tries very hard on it. And a lot of people will like it. It's just not for me. I know where I'm going, though, really is for me, because suddenly Suddenly, the strings crash in. It's like Mantovani, but on steroids. Huge. Kind of thing that I think Paul Weller was looking for on his last album and never achieved. It's great. And this album is easy on the ear. Very likeable. Very nice. Not going to break any pots, but you know what? While it's there, it's beautifully done. Yeah. I like it. It's not gold, but it ain't pot either. Ta-ta.